This show is clean, pretty much.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Effizode 704. Hello, it's Mike Matthews broadcasting from the last place on earth located somewhere in Podcaster Valley, California. Today, Chely Shoehart, Floyd the Floorman, John Deere the Engineer, plus it's the return of the feature into an interview where I speak with the fascinating country singer from Sweden called HICKS, who has written for a myriad of 80s rockers.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
There also is some concert that's going on that's going to knock you off your rockers.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Wow, I just used the same word twice in my song, only in different senses. I won't put on any false pretenses and say that Madame Rutabaga on the last show gave me some tips on dating, but I still don't know what the heck to do out there in the dating world.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
And Valentino has an invisible nose ring that he showed us, or so we think.
Mike's
I don't know
Daily
if it was really there or not.
Podcast.
It's a mystery.
Yeah!
So this show is sort of themed with country music. And I was a program director for a country station. I was the boss. I was the head cheese. The big cheese? Head cheese? Of a country station in Alabama. And I was not born in Alabama. I was born in California. So yes, quite a bit of a change between the two and the states. And when I lived in Alabama, was running this country station, we were brand new person on the block, brand new station on the block. I could not get any of the major country music labels to give me anything for free. Back when I was in California working at a country station, the station I worked at was pretty established, had been around a long time. It got all kinds of free stuff from the record labels. But this place in Alabama, nothing. And when the Country Music Awards happened and their big CMA music festival, I was only about an hour and a half away from it when I lived in Alabama, and I'm thinking, oh, I want to get to go to all these cool things, get to see all these concerts, going to take my ex-wife, going to go to all these cool shows. Well, did they give me anything? No, nothing. And then I had this egomaniacal morning show guy that I had to deal with from Los Angeles. Why we got a guy from Los Angeles to be the morning show guy on a country station in Alabama? You try and figure that one out. But that's what the powers that be wanted. They wanted that Hollywood. They wanted that over egotistical type person. And when the over egotistical person turned on them, well, things got even more unpleasant. But that still irks me to this day. That back when I was the program director for that station, I did not get to do anything up in Nashville celebrating the big CMA Music Festival week. But I see it's going on right now, and I see someone is walking in right now to the last place on earth.
Oh my God, it's Chely Shoehart, the shop supervisor. I would love to go to the CMA Music Fest because there's a lot of singers in tight jeans.
And that would be the thing that you would enjoy most, not the music.
No, Mike Matthews, it's not about the music, it's about the jeans.
Oh. And look who else just walked in. Hello, Mike, this is Floyd the Floorman! And this is John Deere the Engineer. Mike, sometimes places of employment are not that wonderful. That's true, John Deere. Sometimes it's just, you think you're taking a good job, you know, being the boss of a radio station, and then you find out you're not a boss at all, you're just a puppet head, and the radio station, you're completely surrounded by idiots. Yes, Mike Matthews. Kind of like here. Yes, but here it's nice idiots. There, not so nice. Floyd, I didn't mean to call you an idiot. You did? Oh, it's okay. Good, I don't want to get on Floyd's bad side. So, Luke Bryan and Tim McGraw bookended the opening night of the 2014 CMA Music Festival concerts at Nashville's LP Field yesterday, getting a little help from Country Music Hall of Famers Alabama. And they got some surprise guests, including Rascal Flatts, Dierks Bentley, and Brantley Gilbert, the most country name I have never heard. By the time Tim McGraw strutted off the stage and fireworks filled the night just after midnight, fans had been treated to 3 generations of country hits. Of course, that puts Tim McGraw right in the middle. But judging by his toned physique, says CMT.com, he's not anywhere near settling into his golden years. It had already been a long night when he took the stage. He finished the night off with the uplifting tune, Live Like You Are Dying. And then, guess what? Faith Hill stepped on stage to duet with her. The two duetted on the song. Meanwhile, back at Mama's. Meanwhile, Alabama performed, If You're Gonna Play in Texas, I'm in a Hurry and Don't Know Why, and Play Me Some Mountain Music. And then they also did Dixieland Delight, which transformed into Will the Circle Be Unbroken? By and by, Lord, by and by. Brantley Gilbert, with the most country sounding, never heard a name so country sounding in my life. He added a touch of metal mayhem to the show with Bottoms Up, Dirt Road Anthem, and Kick It in the Sticks. Oh, and he supplied an extra verse to Dirt Road Anthem, which made the fans go crazy. They love that extra verse in country music. Dierks Bentley played Drunk on a Plane. Am I the Only One? Tip It On Back. And by the way, I interviewed Dierks Bentley years ago when he first came out, and you can hear that interview there in the cassette cubby hole on the MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com website. What do you think of country music? You a big fan? You ever been to the CMAs or CMA Fest? Let me know. Email me, MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST@gmail.com. We read your comments on the section. Emails from email. Also email me there if you'd like to be a guest on the show or if you'd like to sponsor the show, MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST@gmail.com. And then there's the website where I have links to where to listen to the show in iTunes. Go to MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com for links to where to listen to the show on Mixcloud, Spreaker, SoundCloud, YouTube, Yelp, Tumblr, Twitter. We got the Facebook page. Like the Facebook page when I post a new show. Share it with your friends so more people find out about us. And on the iTunes link, when you subscribe to this show, make sure to rate and comment on the show so more people find out about us. We're also on Stitcher and the Stitcher radio app for your smartphone so you can listen to the show wherever you are. And finally, there's the Amazon deal of the day. Click on that and buy something there at MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com. You'll get a great discount on whatever it is, and I will get a little bit of support from you for that. The blog and the daily podcast picture are also at MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com, and all the past interviews. And speaking of interviews...
Into an interview.
Hey, it's Michael here.
Michael, it's Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Mike and Michael, Mike's Daily Podcast. I want to spell Michael, though, the way you spell it with the Q.
Yeah, that's the coolest way. That's the only way to spell it.
I love it.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. You're in Sweden, right?
Yeah, I'm in Sweden.
How's the weather today?
Well, it's gray, but it's warm, though. We can have really cold summers here, rainy. But it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. It's like almost a beautiful summer day in Sweden.
Almost, yeah. Almost. So, where you're at in LA?
I'm in California, actually, in the Bay Area. So
okay, cool.
North of LA, about 8 hours or so.
Yep.
But so your band is called HICKS.
Well, it's not a band, actually. I call myself HICKS.
Oh, thank you for explaining that. Okay.
Sure. Yeah, well, a lot of people think it's a band, and I don't mind, because if it's me, it's a band, it doesn't matter.
Okay, I got it. Because I was watching the video for Hayride, and I'm like, oh, it's a band. And yep. But so is that kind of your band in the video, or?
Yeah, it's my band in the video. It's the same guys. I have done another video. It's called Mama's Kitchen, and the same guys are in that video as well, and they're out playing with me. So
And you deserve an award for the Hayride video for filming that on a cold Swedish day out there.
Yeah, well, that was just one of those crazy ideas you get sometimes. Is hayride in summer?
Yeah.
Let's shoot it in winter. Yep.
And hayrides are fun. I finally got to do one actually when I was an adult, and I'm like, this is great. Why did I miss this all my life? Hayrides.
Yeah, sure. I mean, and that's what it's always about. Have fun.
And it's best when no seatbelts are involved and you can just fly right off the hay. But you're having so much fun. And there's who are the two guys in that video that look like they're huge and but they got the sunglasses on or something? Yeah,
they're two buddies of mine, and the older guy of them, it's his pickup truck.
I see. Okay.
Oh, yeah. And they train at the same gym where I train. So I just asked them. And the other guy, he's competing in bodybuilding, and he's married to the bass player.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But she's not a permanent bass player in the band. She just stood in for this because my original bass player was out on another gig. Uh-huh. So I called her and said, hey, you want to join for the video? Yeah, sure. No problem.
Oh, wow. What a family affair. And wait, you actually, you go to the gym a lot?
I used to compete in bodybuilding way back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I was a lot bigger then, but I still train because I love it and I like to keep fit. So
wow.
And be out touring, playing. I mean, as you can see in the video, it's a lot of energy that goes out from the band. So you need to be in shape to last the whole concert.
Well, I guess you didn't even need to start that pickup truck. You and those other two guys could have just picked it up and moved it wherever you needed to.
Yeah, sure. No problem.
You guys are huge. And then, I mean, in the Mama's Kitchen video, you're having this great barbecue. That looked like a lot of fun. It
was a lot of fun. I called all my friends and just, let's have a party. And I told the video guys, the editor and the director, that just start the camera and keep it rolling. I don't want it to look like we are trying to do a flashy video. If you can film it with your phone, I would appreciate that. But he couldn't, because I wanted to have this homemade feeling about it. It should just look like we shot it in a few hours and we opened the beers and started the barbecue, and we just had a lot of fun and let the camera roll. And
oh, what a great idea. I get so hungry looking at that video.
Cool. Well, we were too in the beginning, but I can tell you at the end of the video, most of us were so drunk.
And what is the drink of choice in Sweden?
Well, it's mostly beer. We're a beer nation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
yeah, and we have
I've never had it. I've never had Swedish beer.
Well, our domestic beer is kind of like Bud, Miller, very light lager.
Okay.
Yeah, easy to drink. But I prefer Bud or Miller. It's my favorite kind of brew.
Well, that's so hard to find here in America.
Oh, yeah?
No, it's everywhere. It's like water.
Well, I know. That's flows. What I like going there. It's just like, yeah, I'm home.
And you actually, I need to ask you about Jimmy Jamison, because I'm a huge fan of Survivor and when Jimmy was with them. And then you wrote on like every single song off of his Never Too Late album.
Yeah, me and Eric Martinson, we wrote that together.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm still pinching myself, just like, yeah, it really happened. Jimmy Jamison sang on that album. I've talked to him on the phone. It's just like, wow. No, that was a crazy, fun experience. The label contacted us, Frontiers Records, called me and Eric and asked if we wanted to write an album for Jimmy.
Oh, okay.
And sure, we said, and when we started writing these songs, we did a lot of research, and we wanted to write an album that was a guy that's what I think is 62, 63, something like that. So we couldn't write songs that would fit a 20-year-old guy, or we wanted to write songs that captured Jimmy. And when we wrote the songs then, and we sent them the demos to him, and we said, now go ahead, change whatever you like, because we really wanted him to be a part of the writing process. And just add or take away what he didn't like, but he just said, I love the songs. I don't want to change a word, not a note. It's just there. And we were blown away, me and Eric, that he liked it so much. And when he started singing, because we did the music tracks here in Sweden, and then we sent the tracks to him, and he put the vocals on in Nashville.
Wow.
And when he sent back the vocal tracks, we were just blown away. I mean, well, you're a fan of him, and you know how well he sings, and I think he's one of the best rock singers there is. So, and he took the songs to a whole new level. It was just like, wow, we never thought that would happen.
Amazing. Yeah, it sounds like it could be off of Vital Signs, some of the stuff you did with him.
Yeah, we were trying to capture the old Survivor sound, but still keep it contemporary and with a little twist and angle to it. And since I come with all the country influences I have, Jimmy actually said, hey, which one of you are listening to a lot of country? I am. Yeah, I can tell.
And when I saw him talk, I didn't realize he's got such a thick Southern accent.
Yeah.
I never knew that about him. I'm like, oh my gosh, he sounds like a country boy, with this really.
Oh yeah, I mean, he even made a country album.
Oh.
Yeah, a soul album with country songs on it, and I mean, he's just great at that as well. What's great about him is the way he, how do you say that? Interpret a song,
Yeah.
how he makes it his own. The stories we wrote. When he sings, he means every word. So that's what's amazing about him, because some singers they're great singers, but they just sing. They don't mean what they're singing about, that they just sing. But that's a lot of difference with Jimmy. He makes it his, and I love that.
I can sing there. There's like a Survivor song that I know by heart. It was kind of a hit here. It was called "Is This Love?" And he's I've heard talk of some. Oh, see, now I just forgot it because I'm all nervous talking to a guy who wrote for Jimmy Jameson. So,
oh well, you shouldn't be nervous. But I'm just a guy.
But the search is over was huge here. The search is over.
Yeah.
And all his. And then he actually he sang the Baywatch intro to the show.
Oh, yeah. And a lot of people don't know that it's him singing that.
Wow.
No.
Yeah, as soon as I heard it, I'm like, oh, that's Jimmy Jameson.
Yeah, of course. But over here, people are not that familiar with Jimmy Jameson. They know Survivor, but who's that guy? Well, he used to sing. He didn't sing Eye of the Tiger, but he came in after that. And
right.
Those albums are even greater. No, I haven't heard of him. Oh, okay.
The other Rocky song, with
a burning heart.
There you go.
Yeah.
That was huge.
Yeah, and that's a great song as well.
And I also love the song "I Can't Hold Back."
Oh, you do? Oh, yeah.
There's a story in my eyes. Turn the pages up. Okay. Now, you also wrote for the Jimmy Jameson Bobby Kimball project, Bobby Kimball of Toto.
Yeah.
And when I
heard... That
heard...
was a lot of fun, too, because I grew up listening to those guys.
Yeah.
I mean, they are my heroes in a way. So, and then writing songs for them, that was just like, wow, what's going on here? And that's how it all started with Jimmy, because they did that duet album first. And the label liked the song so much that we wrote for them, and that's why they asked us to do a full album with Jimmy.
I see. And then you're writing for two guys. That's not easy to do.
No, but we didn't think about writing for two guys. We didn't try to make the songs duets, because we thought that we guessed that is what everybody else is doing. We just wanted to write songs that we liked, and we thought that hopefully they like it, and they cut them, and they did.
And did you get to meet Bobby Kimball as well? Actually,
I performed with him last year in my hometown.
Whoa.
There was a huge festival there, and
he came to Sweden.
I shared stage with him and his band. I did 2 songs as a guest in the show, and so his band played my songs, and that was so cool.
Oh, awesome! Wow.
Yeah, it's this ride with HICKS for me is just such a huge dream come true. It's
yeah.
I mean, I get to work with my idols. I never thought that I would work with Dan Huff. I mean, who gets to work with Dan Huff? All the major players in Nashville.
Yeah.
And me and Eric. It's just like, wow.
Yeah, didn't he do This Kiss for Faith Hill? And he did Shadazy. He did some...
Yeah, Shadazy, and he produced all the Keith Urban albums.
He also is with the group Giant, and that's...
exactly.
The Giant...
And Giant is one of mine and Eric's favorite band in the 80s rock genre, and then they cut 2 of our songs, or 3 of our songs, I think, and Dan Huff played guitar on one of them, and that was just like mind-blowing.
I'll see you in my dreams.
Yep, there you have it.
That was huge here. Well,
yeah.
Let's listen now. Hayride, tell me how you came about this song. How did this one come together?
I had an idea in my head for a long time. The chorus was spinning in my head, just like, hey, ride. And I wanted to do something with it, but I didn't know what, because I wanted to do a fun, up-tempo, beer-drinking song. And when I met Les Anderson, who I wrote the song with, we just played around with the idea, and then 10 minutes later we had a song. We were just laughing, having a good time, and that song kind of wrote itself. It's just one of those crazy things that happen sometimes. It's just like, wow, I think we're done. Are we? Okay, let's record it. So we recorded it. We recorded the demo, and we got great response for it. So then when I took it to Eric Martinson, he produced my whole album and produced the single. He added his magic to the song, and it was just like, yep, there it is.
And that is coming out in the U.S. The single will be out June 30th.
Absolutely correct.
Awesome. Well, let's play it now. This is HICKS and Hayride. Hayride and HICKS and lots of H words.
Yep.
Another one that it would be happy, because that's what the song makes you feel, is happy. And here it is on Mike's Daily Podcast.
Hey, hey, hey. It's not a four-wheel drive, but a ride of your life, hillbilly style. Fresh off the farm, straight from the barn, with a big fat smile. It's just good, clean fun, so you can leave your gun locked up at home. Me and Spider Joe and his cousin Mo are ready to roll. Hey, 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 ride, come on, have a good time. Hey, 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 ride, the heat is on, it's summertime. Hey, 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 ride, hey, ride, hey, ride. Hey, hey, hey. I bought a mason jar, a moonshine 5-star. It's a homemade thing. I got my brother's guitar, and before it's dark, I'll have you sing. Hey, 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 ride, come on, have a good time. Hey, 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 ride, the heat is on, it's summertime. Hey, 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 ride, hey, ride, hey, ride. Hey, hey, hey. Give me some of that guitar, man. Yeah, sounds good.
is Hayride by HICKS. As we go outside of the last place on earth where we bring you Mike's Daily Podcast somewhere in Podcaster Valley, California. Tomorrow, the finale of my Into an Interview with HICKS.
And here's today's podcast picture.
And you can see a picture of HICKS, a pic of HICKS. They're sitting on a truck. They're at MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com.
Mike Matthews, like, he looks really strong.
Yeah, he can pick up that truck he's sitting on. While he's sitting on it, he can pick it up with himself sitting on it. So it's like he's lifting he's like doing a pull-up. He could push up his whole body and the pickup truck. It's a push-up with a pickup.
Mike Matthews, you're not making any sense at all.
I know. Tomorrow, the finale of my interview with HICKS. Then we'll also hear HICKS. Sorry. Flicks, Chicks. Lots of things rhyme with his name. Rickenbacker? Slick? Hey. We'll also have Hey Ride. That song is deep into my brain now. It drilled right in. So that shows you how catchy it is. So yeah, HICKS tomorrow, and then we'll also hear from Benita, the disgruntled fiddle player, and the brewmaster.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at MIKES-DAILY-PODCAST.com. Email Mike now at MIKES-DAILY-PODCAST@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye!
I can feel you tremble when we touch, and I can feel the hand of fate. Chely?
Reaching out to both of us. This love affair won't wait.